Hello everyone, I'm Navin Raj. I'm going to demonstrate our server-driven UI framework. So here, we can see the code for server side, which is developed using Django in Python, and now it's running on the port number 8000. Now we are copy pasting the server address in the Postman for testing purpose, and we are giving the GET request to the server along with the ID. The ID is nothing but the screen ID of UI JSON. The server will returns the UI JSON for the requested ID. So the one is nothing but the screen ID for home page. So when I give the GET request, the server instantly returns the UI JSON for the requested ID, which is 1. So the server is working fine. Now we are going to demonstrate our client side. When I run the app for the first time, the app initially retrieves the version JSON from the server and compares it with the previously cached version JSON. Whenever the version number differs, then only it sends the request to the server. Otherwise, it uses the cached version. So whenever the new JSON is retrieved, it will cache that and reuse that whenever the internet is not available. So here we can see that. So I'm going to elaborate this more. So this home page is completely converted to UI JSON. It's not hard coded on the client side. So the server sends the JSON and the client side converts the JSON into UI. So this home page is composed of various cards, text and icons, scrollable columns and scrollable rows. These icons are stored in Firebase, and this also retrieved from the Firebase and cached in the local storage. And the first I'm going to demonstrate is the navigation. Whenever I click any icon on the home page. So for example, I'm clicking the icon of two contacts. When I click that, it sends the next page ID to the app navigator through the on-click event. So that navigator sends the sends the request to the retrofit network module, which corresponds to the ID passed through the on-click event, and the network module will send the request to the server and retrieves the UI. So this is the UI JSON of the second page. So it is a dummy simple page which contains the scrollable. This will happen whenever the user clicks any icon. So this is the simple navigation demo. And the second thing we want to explain is the version enable and disable feature. So this feature is for when the user needs a new update, he can enable that. Otherwise, he can disable that. When he disable that, app will send the request for the previous version JSON. When he enable that, the app sends the request to the server for the recent updated UI JSON. So you can see result instantly. So when the user enables the new feature, you can see the difference. For example, the previous version have the first one is quick and the second one is money transfer and the third one is this card. When the user wants new features, so he is enabling that. So you can instantly see that the third card will be the first card and the ordering will be changed. We simply demonstrating this by changing the ordering. We can also do the update feature with enabling new features, enabling new functionalities, and deleting the old features, reordering, inserting new elements. All this kind of works can be done through this feature. The third one we want to demonstrate is versioning. So whenever the app initially loads, it will send the request to the server for version JSON. So you can see the version JSON here. It's a simple one. So it have a overall version and the version number for each page. So it will compare this version with the previously cached one. Whenever the version number differs, then only it sends the request. Otherwise, it restores the UI JSON from the cached local storage, and it will process that and display that. So for demonstration, I'm going to swap the home UI. I'm swapping the new UI instead of the home UI. So I saved that. So when I rerun our app, you can see that now it's fetching the version JSON and comparing that. So now there is no change. The reason for that is I only changed the home page UI, but I didn't change the version number. So when it retrieves the version number, the previously cached one also have the same version numbers 221, and the currently retrieved also have 221. So the app determines that there will be no change in any pages. So we can retrieve the JSON from the cached storage. So it's not giving request to the server. So for example, when I change the version number to different number than the previous one, so I'm rerun the app again. So now it's fetching the version JSON and compares that. Now the version number is differing. So it checks which one is differing. So first one is also differs. Second one is also differs. So when it checks the version number of the home page, it differs. So it sends the request to the server, and now the we change it the page with the different one. So the UI is changed. So again, I'm going to restore that. So again, I am changing that and changing the version to 4.4. Now I'm rerunning the app. So now it's checking the version number is different. So it sends the request to the server. Now it fetches the new JSON, which is the changed one. So this is how our framework works, and the entire UI of the app is contained on the JSON. Nothing is hard coded on the client side. Thank you.